G'day, Big Ben from Jeep Action here. Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to head out with Paulie again, but this time we're heading out in his TJ. He's going to blow the cobwebs out and we're going to have a bit of fun, and then we're going to catch up with another mate of mine, Steve, and hit some big rocks, hopefully not do any damage. So let's see what we can find today. So we're here with Paul and his TJ before we take it out, Paul, and get it dirty and maybe not be in as good a nick as what it is. You wanted to blow the cobwebs out, so the challenge is accepted, mate.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your TJ and what you've done. I mean, starting off, I can see you've obviously got a winch, lights, front bar, but there's a lot more to this than what meets the eye, obviously.
Oh, there is. Yeah, as you said, you've got the worn winch. Can't beat a one. The off-road animal front bar. It's got a full long arm kit underneath it, twin locked. So it's got a tummy tuck. It's had a body lift.
Is that the Terraflex long arm you've got under this?
Terraflex 3-inch long arm. We've also got the Terraflex dual rate sway bar in it as well. So we've got the anti-rock style, and also got the Terraflex tummy tuck. So done quite a bit to it.
So in order to get a tummy tuck, Paul, what do we got to do to one of these Jeeps? Because I'm a TJ guy, I've got a TJ, but what have I got to do to put a tummy tuck in there?
To get a tummy tuck in there, so you got to put I think it's a 1.25 inch body lift to be able to lift it all up.
Check, I've got that. Yep.
And then you got to do a 1-inch motor lift as well.
Yep, so, I've done that.
Yep.
What else do I need to do?
You got to do also a slip jack eliminator.
Yep.
And a Tom Woods drive shaft.
Nice.
So once you got all that, you can put on the tummy tuck, and you gain about, I think it's about 2.5 inches worth of clearance underneath the Jeep. So it makes a massive difference. So,
and that's also got the mounts true for the
Exactly, yes. For the long arm kit, it's actually got the cutouts for the long arm kit, so the long arm kit can then just bolt in next to it as well. So you don't have to do any modifications or anything, because the actual tummy plate's got that all in it.
Yep. So what else? We've got, obviously we've got JW speakers now. These are the ADR ones.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely best modification for a Jeep, especially if you're driving it on dark country roads. You want to get a good set of LED headlights, and JW speakers, you can't beat them. You definitely can't beat them.
Now, is she clean underneath the hood?
No, she's not.
She's not?
She's not.
But all right, what's under that? What have we got under here? Because I hear there's something else going under here.
Oh, it's pretty much stock. I've added in a few little things. So it's got onboard air. It's got a second air conditioning compressor, which has been actually modified to run an air tank. So I can actually have onboard air. I think it puts out about 150 psi.
So what size air tank you got in there?
I think it's about 6 to 10 litre, something around there.
Yep.
It's just underneath in between the chassis rails, which makes a massive difference when you pop a bead.
Anything else under the hood? Just obviously the 4 litre.
Oh,
that's what we got here in Australia.
4 litre manual.
Extractors.
Oh yeah, we did extractors and full custom exhaust system on it. So it's got a full 2.5 inch exhaust system all the way with a MagnaFlow back box.
Yep.
So it made a massive difference on acceleration, and sounds great out in the bush.
Yep, so she pops going down the hills?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Alright, what about, I believe you got, what is it, a hand throttle?
Hand throttle, yes, definitely. That makes a massive difference when you're doing some rock crawling and things. You don't get that bouncing when you're on the accelerator. You'll be able to control it by hand, so that makes a massive difference. So I got that on the dashboard.
Cruise control?
Cruise control. I've done a few extras. So
and electric windows?
Electric windows, something you don't see in a TJ. Yep, randomly watching a TV show one day and saw somebody put electric windows in a TJ, and I'm like, oh, I've got to find that. So yeah, ordered that from America and put that in, and yeah, definitely big difference having the electric windows. Now when you're coming up to a bog hole, you can close both windows. Best mod I did in this TJ was definitely putting in heated seats. nice and warm and toasty in here.
So the back end of this Jeep, rear bar.
Rear bar, yep.
Is that integrated? Is that an integrated tow hitch in the rear bar, or?
That is, yeah. So that's a Smittybuilt XRC rear bar with tyre carrier, as well as I put in I think it was a Rugged Ridge heavy duty fuel tank skid plate.
But you've tucked that up.
Yeah, we modified that and actually lifted up about 1.5 inches, so we've got 1.5 inches more clearance in the rear. So it's got a little bit better departure angle. That's made a massive difference.
What ratios, and have we got lockers? What else have we got?
It's twin locked with Eaton E lockers, and we've got I think it's 410 Dana gears inside of it. So that's got the revs back to where they need to be on the freeway, and lockers help do everything off road.
So yeah. You say this is the first model, first gen and all that, but what's with the mirrors?
Great question. Every time I go off-road, the silly mirrors, the first gen ones, you knock them on trees and things, you always got to get out and realign them. So I found these, guy was parting out a Jeep one day and thought, oh, I'll grab a pair of those and put those in, so now I don't have to move the mirrors anymore.
So you've definitely upped the game on her. Well, you ready to get it dirty?
Oh, definitely. Let's get it out there and
get
some mud on it.
Not a problem. All right, we'll go and hit these trails.
Yep.
So I found the first climb pretty easy, but you sounded like you're into the pedal a little bit more than me, Paulie.
Definitely. The 4 litre, she's a good motor, very torquey, but she kind of dies down a little bit, so really got to keep the pedal into it. Had her nearly at fuel cut out, get it up the first climb, but yeah, it was a good climb. No ruts, so it made it more interesting. But yeah.
Fail, get stuck, Paulie. I hope you fail. Oh, you're stuck, Paulie. You picked up, Paulie. Oh, now you're gonna roll it to a tangle, Paulie. Oh, no, Paulie. Oh, Paulie, look out!
Oh, mate. So, the gatekeeper obstacle is a little bit alright and a bit of okay. I seem to take a different line to you and got caught out.
Yep.
But I was watching you while I was going up and coming down, and you seem to be not watching where you were going.
Oh, well, I did have a look back and I'm going, gee, you can see that wheel right up in the air, you can see the transmission, you can see everything up in the air, and just slowly watch it come back down. I thought,
oh, some wheeling!
oh, that is nice.
That's good stuff, Benny. Good line.
do a JK on 37s. It's always going to be a challenge when you're on 33s. But good old TJ got me all the way to here. Now got the trusty Ward winch out. We'll get through.
Hold your bar on. Rocker on the front, man. Nah, keep it that way. You do.
So today we had to use the winches. We're using our winches for this first real obstacle, second obstacle on this track. But it seems to be a case of preparation is king. And I mean, I'm a Warn guy, be prepared.
Yep.
And
Warn for the win. That's all
That's
I can
it.
say.
so you're missing the JK, Paulie.
Oh, the JK and the TJ equally have their place in my heart. I do enjoy driving the TJ. It's been a while. It's been about 12 months. So yeah, I think I've been missing the TJ more.
Glad to get blow the cobwebs out, hey?
Oh, definitely. I'm surprised how capable this vehicle still is. I've just gotten so used to the luxury of just pushing buttons on the JK and it does it all.
So sometimes it's good to have a cappuccino rather than a latte, huh?
Thing is, I find with the TJ being there is no traction control aids or any of that kind of stuff. It's all skill.
We'll get there.
Having fun up there?
We are. So Paulie, you didn't come out unscathed. Blew the cobwebs out, but mate,
exactly.
you heard it.
Yep. Scraped the side step quite nicely on that last rock. Driving up the rock, I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and you just hear it scraping along, and like, oh bugger. I'm not worried about the actual rock rail. I was just thinking about the flare. So yeah.
But come on. That's a lot better than my pop and bang.
Still good, keep going.
Oh, definitely.
When all said and done, mate.
Definitely. Oh, this is why you put rock rails on it. Protects the body panel. So
Yeah, we will.
a little bit of black paint. I think we'll fix it up.
No permanent marker.
Well, that's not a bad idea, actually. Good idea. I like that one. Maybe I should put one in the car and keep it there all the time. I think that thing is going to come in. Oh my god, that is so lucky there was no panel damage.
Not luck, skill, mate. Give the
Flare
man some
came
credit.
off and went back on. But really, that is a tough side step.
This here,
That came off.
where it connects in.
New clamps. New clips.
I was going to say a bit of love.
You're the only person that drove it today. Kudos, mate.
Oh, did you have to winch in the end?
I had to win, so mate, awesome job. Awesome job. It sounds worse than what it actually is. You can see the damage on my one, it's worse than that. I
Yeah,
wish
but
I
you
smelled
guys
it.
did you all did the, oh! You know, it's all good. That's why I went, it's okay, keep going. Sometimes people want lies. I know I do when my whole car's stoved in. I don't want to know till I get home.
So, getting to the top of this big obstacle is great. Up on the rock ledge, I've done a little bit of damage with the plastic side steps, but you know that was meant to happen one day. Paulie's gouged his rails. But I tell you, it was a great day, except for really disappointed with the amount of rubbish that was on top of that rock. It was just really disappointing. Shot glasses, wet wipes, beer cans, pizzas boxes, beer cans. I mean, seriously, someone had a New Year's Eve party, forgot to invite us, and then never cleaned up. All right, well, the heart's still pounding a little bit. Got a bit of, also a bit of circulation back into the fingers now. A bit of white knuckle, holding on for dear life while you're bouncing up and down rocks. All good fun. It's why we do off-roading. Definitely got the right setup. Minus maybe need to do a little bit more protection work underneath with putting some decent sliders on, but you know, you build to a budget. To me, ratios and lockers was important. They definitely won out for the day, but you know, saving the money to now get some side steps and get back out there. It'll be a bit of fun. There was definitely moments today where I, you know, got off camber or lifted a wheel and got up a little bit higher than I thought I was, or you know, taking that different line. Following a 2-door in a 4-door is not as easy as you think. They take lines, and I mean, in the dunes, that's definitely, you'll always get caught out going up over a sand dune following a 2-door. But even on a little track like that, a little trail, you're going down it, they go one way, you try to follow, and sometimes you'll be a little bit surprised, you know, where he's had ramp over, you're still going and then coming down. So that's, you know, that's part and parcel of what we do when we're off-roading.
So what was the price of being the only person to be able to drive that last ledge?
Well, price is pretty cheap because I can get stock side steps reasonably cheap, but the going home, yeah, that might we might be parking it against the fence so Fee doesn't see it for a day or two while we organise some new steps. But today was good.
Oh, it's definitely.
Those couple of places to winch, for you guys to winch. To drive that last one was good. I mean, it came down to it was height, obviously. The 3.5 inch lift helped. The lockers and ratios, definitely. And I suppose PSI was king.
That's for sure.
For you to be able to drive that or most of that last bit without having, and Steve not and him being on 37s.
Yep.
I mean, that's kudos there, Paulie.
Thank you. That TJ sometimes amazes me how capable it actually really is.
So I think the cobwebs are definitely blown out.
Sure.
So I think we're on a bit of a winner. So are you keen to take it out more now without the JK?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I have been missing it. It's JK is a fun Jeep to drive. It's having an auto is nice, but I think there's nothing beats the manual and driving a shorty. Definitely. Yeah. Looking forward to the next one.
All right. Well, we'll see when that is.